Hiya, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rosie Henshaw. If you're new here, then welcome. It's lovely to meet you. And if you're already existing, guys, then thank you so much for coming back. So grab yourselves a nice cup of tea and some snacks. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider hitting the sub button and the notification bell so you'll be alerted when any of my videos are uploaded. We have just done a hot chocolate bar. So basically I'm filming this on the same day. I was hoping to do a video of a few Christmas crafts. A few Christmas crafts. It didn't work out that way. It ended up being a 28-minute long video, even when I cut it down dramatically, because I don't shut up, as you know, if you watch my videos. So I had to cut it down. So just the pure crafting bit was 28 minutes. So we've done a little hot chocolate bar. I will leave the link to that video below, and that'll be the last craft that I did. But I am doing this on the same days, hence why I got paint and stuff. It just so happens that I didn't have enough time to put them in together. But now I'm going to be doing a few scandi, expensive looking Christmas decorations, but really, really cheap. So I'm noticing the big trend at the moment is Scandinavian style homewares, and you know, and we're sort of like filled out into the Christmas decorations as well. So it's all very plain, it's all very like luxe, sort of like walls, and in like nice creams, we've got like nice greens, raffia, wood, and it's all like beached wood and stuff like that. Very, very simple. I'm gonna get my glue gun at the ready. Very, very simple, just sort of like beach coloured wood. So I've got a couple of little last minute Christmas crafts that you can make. Obviously I know most people have got their decorations up by now already, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't make these and add these to table centerpieces. You can't add these to like window displays, or just add them so you've got them for next year too. I just think they're really beautiful, and I feel like when you have people over at Christmas time, these would be really good to sort of pop in the middle of the table. They're not too intrusive, but they're really, really beautiful, and they look way more expensive than they actually cost, which is basically £1 probably each. So the first things I picked up were these styrofoam cones. Now these were £1 for a pack of 2 from the works. Now you do not need to have these styrofoam cones. You can just use party hats, which is a good idea because you can get about 8 for £1 from the pound shop. Or you can get a piece of card and you can turn it and make it into a cone, glue it, and then use that as your base. You don't need anything that strong. But I just happen to have these already actually. I had these last year. And they do have them in there again. This is my second packet. I bought some more once I realised I was going to be making these. So the first one I'm going to be doing is a simple wall Christmas tree. So actually, oh yeah, I bought them in. I have bought them in, and I've got some pom-poms. So I also got these pom-poms from Hobbycraft for £1. I know they do these in the pound shop, but I haven't had a chance to get there. And they do the small ones just like that as well. Do you know what? As my glue gun's heating up, as we all know, I'm not super professional. So I'm going to get my hook glue gun heated up. And while it's heating up, I will show you the raffia one first. So I thought this would be a really good idea to do with kids, and this is super simple and quick. So I got this tape. So this is jute tape. So now this will be perfect for wrapping presents and stuff as well. Now it's jute, but it's actually already attached to something sticky on the back, so you don't even need any glue for this. So for little hands, it's perfect. And what I'm going to do is it is really as simple as I'm just going to go round the whole of the Christmas tree. I can glue a little star up there. Making sure that we go nice and round. I might have to press it down a bit more. I mean, obviously, if you do just have natural jute, or you have like an old Santa sack or something like that, you could obviously use that and cut it up and just use a bit of like normal glue. PVA glue would probably do the job. I'm just using this because I saw it for £1 and thought I need to give that a go. And it's very, very rustic as you go round. But what you're going to be ending up with is, I'm going to speed up. What you're going to end up with is a really cute jute Christmas tree. Probably pulling like a straining face while I'm doing this. I thought in the middle of some like greenery, maybe some eucalyptus garlands. I mean, I use eucalyptus garlands at Easter time for my table decor. I also need scissors. I'm not very prepared for this. Do you know what it is? It's because I cleared everything away on my station to make everything nice and neat, ready for me to do the next craft, and I've tied up a bit too well. So I just thought it'd be really good to show you this little like rustic bit. So yeah, as I was saying, in Easter time I use a eucalyptus garland. Now I do this with my same wreaths as well. I haven't done a wreath this year or shown any wreaths just because I feel like it can get a little bit samey sometimes, but it's the same concept. I'll use the same eucalyptus wreath all year round, and I'll just add foliage and pieces to it for different seasons, like pumpkins when it's autumn time. You can add like scary spiders and stuff when it's sort of Halloween. And yeah, and it's the same with Christmas with the eucalyptus garland. You can put it through the middle of the table on a nice linen table like runner, and you can just add little accessories, whether it be Easter eggs or Christmas trees or little gnomes, whatever you want to add to it. So just come round. Now obviously these for £1 for 2. You can use these or party hats, make it even cheaper. So it works out 50p each, and we're using about a third of the tape. So these little trees cost me about 70p so far. Now, had I bought this from one of them little Scandinavian living stores, which I've been seeing, especially on Instagram, I know for sure it would have cost me a hell of a lot more. So let's cut that last piece off and finish that so it's all nice and neat. The battery's saying it's low, which isn't really a surprise as I've just done another craft and I'm not that great at doing charging my phone as it is. Now we can add little stars to this if we want to. You could also add little foliages to this. I noticed on one piece of foliage that I had a little pine cone. So I thought a little pine cone might look really cute as the topper on this. I did think that the wire might, you know what I'm like, I'm just a bit of a let's try it crafter. Let's try anything first before I've got to glue it. If I can shove it down in there, yeah, that'll pop in there nicely. Might have a bit of glue to attach it. But I thought, how cute is this little tree? You can obviously add little pom-poms to this if you want to, make it look really quirky and cute. I'm actually going to be adding, at the moment, I'm going to be adding them to the woolen tree. So is my hot glue gun hot? Yes, it is. So I'm going to get my other cone. I am going to add pom-poms to that at the end, you know. I am. I think it's going to look beautiful. So this is my wavelength. I haven't done crafts in ages, and the last time I done it, I was pregnant, and I'm aware that I'm, you know, I'm a bit chatty, and I don't concentrate as much as I used to. not saying I was ever great at crafts ever, but yeah, I've got no concentration span at the moment. Still got that bit of baby brain. So yeah, I'm just going to glue these to it. Because I thought, do you know what, that did look nice, but it was a bit more like just, you know, a bit of a decor piece rather than actually very, very Christmassy. So you get the idea where I'm going with this, adding loads of little white pom-poms to these. How beautiful are these little jute trees? And you can add little like wooden stars, they've got little beads, they do them in the pound shop as well, add to the top of this. I might just add a little pom-pom on the top, it'll look really sweet, and that'll be the little jute tree. Quick, simple, 75p. You can add these with eucalyptus garlands, stack them up, make loads of them. Perhaps get these and also get party hats at different sizes and wrap your own cone to get different size trees. These will look really nice in my Christmas village. If you didn't see my Christmas home tour, I've got like a picture rail, like paneling in my dining room, and I've got loads of little porcelain houses that are white with like eucalyptus berries and loads of different little trees. So I think these would look really cute with that as well to make a little villagey scene. So that is lovely little one done. So it's the same concept with some wool. So I got this lovely forest coloured wool from a local craft haberdashery. So it's literally the same concept again. I'm going to start from the top. I'm just going to put a little blob of glue on the top here. I'm going to place my thumb down the side and pop it over to start that first bit, because it's always really, really tricky to get it really, really straight. I'm going to then start to go round, kind of unwind the ball a little bit. And while that's drying, and it isn't completely dry, just to keep it in place, I'm going to put a little pom-pom on the top. Like I say, you can put little scandi, like little wooden beaded stars on these, but actually I think that they look much more simple with using the same pom-poms as what you would use. I'm just going to trim these bits off so they go down. Yeah, I think they look much more simple when you're going to use the actual pom-poms that you'd be using anyway to decorate them. Keeps it all the same then. Right, here we go. So yeah, we're going to go all the way around, and it literally is a case of wrapping it all the way around. It really is simple. And you're going to end up with beautiful little trees. And one thing that me and Millie are going to be doing, my daughter, this is so simple for her, so I can just do the hot glue bit to start her off, and then she can obviously go all the way round. It will take quicker with thicker walls. This is very, very fine, and you can obviously use much thicker walls. You could stop here and glue it and then use a lighter colour. You could do ombre effects. What me and Millie are going to do for her bedroom, we're actually going to be doing different pastel coloured trees. So it works out really cheap. It's £1 for a packet of 2, and that's obviously, like I say, if you use the polystyrene ones. I do think the polystyrene ones will pack away better each year for Christmas. I'm just going to start going around this way as well. You could also trim these down and make tiny little trees if you want to. Sorry guys, try and concentrate. Try and concentrate, Rosie. I'm not very good at concentrating and talking at the same time. It literally, I can show you just how quick we can go. Push it up, make sure it's all nice and tight on there. And it really is that simple. I mean, if you were having people over and guests, look how quick it takes to make 2. You could even paint the base of this and then just go around with different colour wall around it. So it would give the look of like a tinsel type look around it. And obviously as you go, just twist it round as you pull it tighter. And go all the way down to the bottom. And then when you get to the bottom, it is the same again, just secure. I'm not going to go right to the very bottom because I'm going to be having this sort of like scattered, like I said, in eucalyptus in my little Christmassy village. So just a tiny bit of glue at the bottom here just to attach the little piece. Because I've got a glue gun with not a very long wire, and this breakfast bar is quite long, so you can't really see. And obviously you can take your time on these. I do think they look quite nice when they're like a bit rusticy. Obviously just spread it out where I've been going. You can do a few little glue drops the whole way down just to make sure it stays secure the whole way. But yet again, I'm going to be using some glue just to attach these little Christmassy pom-poms. And they're just really, really cute. They do these in loads of different colours as well. So you could even do like white or grey trees and use bright colours. Oh, he's okay. He's having a little sleep cough. Now they're asleep. And yeah, just add loads of different little pom-poms to these, make really beautiful little Christmas trees. Different colours you could do this to as well. Like I was saying, different coloured wool, different coloured pom-poms. And they're just going to look so lovely scattered together. Loads of different little Christmassy decorations. Really, really sweet. And obviously, like I say, add stars if you want to on the top. Let's put the wall to the side. Another little quick, simple decoration I wanted to show you really quickly is... look at me trying to do like a quick video. I don't think I've ever done a video less than like 20 something minutes. So you're going to need 6 dowel rods. Now, they do a 10 packet of dowel rods for £1 from the works. So you're going to need 6 to make a star shape. And really, this is so simple, but I'm noticing a lot of people are having barn stars and rustic stars. Now, you don't even need to have dowel rods. If you are into foraging and forest walks, or you've got a garden, you've got loads of twigs on the ground or cuttings, you can just cut some twigs and just make sure they're the same rough length. And if anything, they will look nicer. These will probably look more scandi just because it's the colour, but you can go really rustic with the Christmassy vibe with just sticks. That won't cost you really anything. I'm going to use a bit of old foliage that was on an old garland that I no longer use because I cut it up to use in different pieces. So that's going to cost me nothing really. But you could get forage, you could forage for stuff as well. I know the pound shop do a lot of these kind of little pieces. You don't need a lot. They do like a little section for wrapping presents. They do a lot smaller sections of these kind of bits, and it's cheaper then. So you're going to need 6. So we're going to start off, all we're going to do is glue one of the ends. So put a little bit of glue on one of the ends and put them together like so. hold them together. Now, obviously, to make them a bit more secure and even a bit more Scandinavian, you can use a little bit of jute twine and tie around this after. But I just want to show you the star sort of shape first. So I'm going to hold that together. Now I'm going to go across and do a shape there. Now I'm going to glue this part here and this part where it meets, if that makes sense. So I'll do that now. I will find out one day. Oh, I'm hiccuping now. I will find out one day, guys, how I can show you, you know, these people that make it look so easy and they just lean the camera down and you can see exactly what they're doing with their hands. I promise one day that'll be me. I will do it. And then you'll end up with something like this. I'm going to do the same, but the other way, like this, making sure to glue both parts. Oh, we've got a baby having a cry. We haven't got long. Breastfeeding time is about to begin. So that's glued. You will get a little bit of glue. I'll just peel it off after. And then lastly, you need to do the one at the top. Obviously you can measure this out to make it more perfect, but I want quite a pointy star, so I will just trim off any excess on this last little piece here. You can just file this down with like a, oh, what's it called? A hacksaw or something like that. Or you could spread these out a bit more to make a bit more of a proper star shape, shall we say. So they're all the same, if that makes sense. Which we could do for the purposes of this video to make it more simple. And I'm just going to glue them on like that. You can also do this with lolly sticks if you want to. That's something that I've seen a lot of people do on Instagram at the moment, doing it with lolly sticks. And it's something that the kids have always done at school. They've always come home with lolly stick stars at Christmas time. You know, they do like, they have like footprint as like Rudolph's face, and they always do them sort of like very school crafts, and it's really, really cute. So I'll get the glue off. Obviously, if you take your time, you won't get glue everywhere, but that's just me. So you can make like a really nice scandi star. And they look really, really cute. And obviously to keep it secure, like I say, you can just use some jute twine and tie it in the little areas. But I'm not going to do that for today. All I'm going to do is add a tiny little bit of foliage that we have got literally left over, like I said, from a garland before. I will pick all this glue off after. And we're just going to add a little bit of foliage to the, I don't know where we're going to do it, probably from the top like this. So this has got like a metal wire on it, so it's even better, so I can just secure it round like this instead of glue. You can also add like berries to this if you want to. You can add other pieces. I just think it looks really, really smart like this. Like, it looks really beautiful. It would look really nice if you did have, like I say, real twigs and sticks to do this with. And then with a piece of jute twine, we're just gonna tie it up round it a bit more. Tie a little knot. You could even paint these in different colours if you wanted to. And then we can tie that up and make it like a little hanging decoration. These look really, really cute hung all around, especially if they're painted in white. And I find as well, my kids used to make these lolly sticks. They used to put tissue paper of different colours around the back. Obviously you can add pine cones and stuff to the top as well. I'll glue that one on because I think that looks quite nice. You can also use string if you don't have twine, but they just look really, really cute and really rustic and Scandinavian, and really, really beautiful. And the thing is with Scandinavian design, it is really, really simple, and they use like outdoor elements, so you don't really have to spend a lot of money, and they are really, really simple to make. So a few little last minute Scandinavian inspired Christmas decorations that you can make yourself. Also as well, keeping in the theme of lolly sticks. Now I know it seems a bit strange. I do actually have some lolly sticks on the table, which I'm going to grab, because I did have a little idea. So you could actually, with these trees as well, you could make little wooden trees, like little parquet trees if you wanted to. Oh, we'll edit that bit out. But you could actually glue these lolly sticks round the tree and make it look like it's of a wooden design. And then when you get to the top part, sort of overlap them. Because they've got these lovely rounded edges, they kind of look like, you know, like gingerbread roof tiles. If that, maybe I'm just getting a bit ahead of myself, but definitely get to make these with the kids. They obviously make these at school anyway, but they're really simple. You can make loads, you can get them to paint them, put them on your tree. Really, really pretty. So that's that one. And why not? Let's just do one more, because I'm in the mood for crafting. So I'm going to do the same concept again, a piece of glue on the back to join these together. And I'm going to do my star shape. But this time we're going to make it a bit more grown up, guys. We're not going to leave it so. And then we're going to join that one to that one. Not going to leave it so childish looking, if that makes sense. So once we've got like a rough star shape, not the greatest star, I'll give you that. I'm not greatest at making stars. What you could then do with the wall, so basically it's a case of a pound lolly sticks, pound, you know, dowel rods. And what you could do is, once it's obviously dry, you could actually wrap the wall around these stars, and you can make beautiful little woolen stars. They're gonna look really, really cute. Just trust me, guys. I'm not a professional. I was about to say I'm a professional, but I'm not a professional. But you can make lovely little wooden stars. You literally just wrap it around in every area that you can. I'm not going to be able to say that this is going to look perfect, because I've not done the star in the right shape to start with. So there you go. But you know where I'm going with this, and that's what matters. And that's what's happened in a lot of my craft videos over the last 2 years. You understand where I'm going with it. And I think if you didn't have that element of understanding, I don't think I'd have got further than making one craft. So I appreciate that, guys. And obviously, like I said, with the trees, you can glue at any point. My side looks really nice and neat, so maybe this will be the side that's on the tree facing outwards, if you know what I'm saying. The other bit will be towards the actual tree itself. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is starting to look like a little body of a person. Why not put a little gonk's head on this and hang it from your tree? It's certainly not a star. Do you know what? Do you reckon I could try and turn it into a star? While. Can I turn the star into a star? While. But you can make little woolen stars, obviously. You know what I mean when I say this. I'm going to try and like break it to shape. Can we do it? Can we break it to shape to make it look more of a star? That is the question that we would like to know. I suppose you can, but then you lose the shape a bit. Lose the shape. Is there a shape that can be lost with this? Probably not. Right. Oh, there we go. There we go, Rosie. We're there. 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 And you can just build this up, build this up, build this up, and make lovely woolen stars in the same concept. Do you know what I mean? You know where I'm going with it. I'm going to just not put that to the side and we'll forget about that. We'll forget about it for now. But definitely go on and make these little, God, do you know what I mean? They do, you can even use the wool to make tassels. I've done that before. I think that was not last summer, the summer before. It was like expensive homewares, because at that time it was macrame. So like everyone was having macrame wall hangings and tassels and them sort of like, you know, rainbows and stuff. And we've done a lot of copycat with just some wool. So there's loads of videos where I make these kinds of stuff. I don't want to repeat myself by making them, but you can even make nice tassel garlands to hang and make them into look like Christmas trees basically, and hang them from the tree. I know they look really nice with beads, which you can get off of Amazon, like wooden beads as well. I just thought, for simple things that I had in my craft cupboard anyway, why not show you some last minute bits? And let's face it, like I said, everyone's decorated already. So these bits that you can do, they're just last minute things that you can hang around in the kitchen or on your table, a little centerpiece. So, oh, can I hold them? Can I hold them? Can I do it? So this has been my little last minute Scandinavian quick 2-minute crafts that you can do. So get yourself a nice cup of tea and get yourself crafting with just an old ball of wool and some cheap little bits. So I've been Rosie Henshaw. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, guys. Take care. Bye.